Just look at that. Nice and snowified and all ice and pretty like. I do such amazing work on this server. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Jsocraft server. Just patting my own back as the winter project is coming along nicely. And I went ahead and snowified this side of the mountain last episode, but I also went and put on a whole bunch of ice. The downside is I kind of ran out of packed ice, so I decided to go with more of the regular ice design. And I mentioned it last episode, but I want to work on a path today, kind of connecting to the top of this mountain. I figured we'll continue it from this side, and then we'll kind of have a staircase that kind of wraps around the side of the mountain and continues upward. There is a similar staircase on the other side, and actually no, I may as well just go take a quick look at that for you. And okay, so the staircase I'm talking about over here to get up to the mountain itself is this like stone staircase here. It has a nice cold look to it, and I like that kind of like triangular separation design. It does allow for a more narrow staircase as well, which is kind of what I'm going for. And just to get the main view of this place from spawn, you can see it even from here. That staircase right in the middle, and it looks really, really good. We're gonna have to change it a bit because that one's inside a corner, whereas the one we're going to be building is on the outside of a corner. And if I can get some air, come on. I didn't make it. Well, speaking of that staircase, I guess I may as well show you the proper way to get up to this place. And actually, the staircase I'm going to be building isn't the first one that was there. Just looking at kind of Ground's house platform, if you see, there's already a staircase there. It's just made out of cobblestone. It isn't really a permanent one. It was just something I'm sure someone, either Bidmare or Ground, made just to get to the top of the mountain. But it doesn't suit it. It's actually really ugly. So I'm going to remove it and work on actually making a proper one. So I'm going to actually take the proper way to get up this mountain because I have no ender pearls, and apparently I don't know how to fly. Okay, I have to show you guys this. Look at this. It's snowing on the snow peaks. Snowflake Mountain. Oh, look at this. Ooh, it's so cold. So you know what that means? It's the perfect time to take off my jacket. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, I gotta keep the hat. I don't have my ears. There we go. Perfect. Just what we need. Nice and warm. And we're back. So I went ahead and continued this pathway over the side of the mountain here, and I did a little bit of extra snowification on this side, and I think it looks pretty good. Don't mind my voice. Unfortunately, at the time I'm recording this, I'm actually a little sick, so my voice might be a little bit scratchy and raspy and all that stuff, and I actually have it back enough to talk for a little bit. And I gathered up a whole bunch of resources that we're gonna need. I just kind of gotta get a look at how this staircase is. It kind of has like that, it continues like in a V shape going up the mountain. Basically we are going to mirror this exactly, but have it opposite to where it's going outward instead of inward, because it's a different side of the mountain, which is going to make it a little bit tricky to work with. I am going to need a whole bunch of fences and such as well going up the side of the mountain, because I think it continues with torches. But the pathway is another part I have to continue. Now I'm thinking, where should we start this? Probably over here, right? Because the mountain even does that thing I want it to do, where it goes around the corner. Oh, that's not where I meant to put that. I think this should probably be enough, right? Yeah. Where do we want to start it? Maybe over here. This might be a little too far back. Let's get some dirt. Just kind of start working on the staircase, framing it out. That. I think I want to move it one forward. There. How's that? That should be enough for him to do that, kind of like that upside down thing. We'll place one block there, and then we'll go inward one. And this has to be a wooden pillar, if I remember correctly, on the other design. Just go straight up. This doesn't go all the way to the top. I think it just goes to where it starts to bend again. So I'm not going to put it yet. We'll leave it here. And I gotta double check. Yeah, it just goes to the height of the staircase as it continues. So yeah, that is more than high enough. I just have to put the half slab on top of it. Yeah, even the ones on the side have that. They don't actually connect to the staircase. And then I have to... Actually, that flat part's like on the more inner one. So I have to move this forward again, I think. Yeah, because it should be the inner side one that has the flap space, right? God, this is... Alright, I'm gonna actually cut here. It's just hard to... I'm gonna have to keep looking back and forth. I'm gonna grab a couple of screenshots real quick. Okay, so I just kind of went ahead and worked on the main section of the staircase there, and I have it all framed out. We just have to work on the inside part. And oh, I missed. So yeah, it looks okay now. I'm actually pretty happy with how it came out. It just kind of wraps around. I switched it a little bit higher up, so there's like that one side that's going to be kind of barren, but we should be able to find a way to make that work. And then this side is just kind of like a zigzag path, and then it continues all the way up to the top. And let me just... This is how I've been getting back, by the way. Just flying through this part here. And I've been getting my wood from here as well, because if you can see, lightning strikes on our server and it causes fires. And apparently that one wasn't put out very well. So let's get to the top. Perfect. So it's going to continue upward on this side here. And, oh, I should probably... You know what? Might be better to connect over there as well. Maybe a bridge? I want to connect to that one as well. This is two peaks, that's why it's not connected right now. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to connect them as well. So I'm trying to work out if I want to continue upward or not. And I think I'm just gonna get to the top of this and then I'll flatten it out some more. I think the top is just right here anyway. Yeah, this is a good height to flatten it at, I think. Let me just get rid of all this stuff. Alright, so this is kind of what I have in mind. This is a lot lower than the other mountain, obviously. I'm thinking I want to have a bridge on this side connecting to this side of the hill here. And then this staircase, I'm going to continue upward. I'm kind of thinking of maybe using a ladder, but I'm probably just going to do like a pathway. Maybe... I don't want to use stone again. I'll probably do more... like a snowy pathway, maybe get some quartz or something and have maybe ice. I don't want to make it like one you have to jump up, but rather one you can just walk up like a normal one. I'm gonna have to work it out with another camera account. Ooh, made that landing. Oh, I missed. Let's just remove that. Oh, another thing I wanted to point out too, we kind of saw it earlier. This looks amazing, by the way. I still have to finish that. But along with my winter project on the server, GT has kind of gone ahead and done his own stuff as well. In the theme of the season, he is gone and he's going to kind of start working on some stuff in Spawn, like what I'm doing here on this mountain. And he's not the only one, actually. Ofer has also been doing his own stuff, and he's actually working on kind of like a snow-style cave, which I'll probably show off near the end of the episode when he works all that out, because he's working on it around the same time I am. So I don't want to kind of give it a spoiler away kind of thing. Man, I can't think too good today. And then we're gonna get rid of this pathway here. It's not needed. Oh man, you can see such a nice view of the spawn area. But there is a bit of snow near the top as well, which I want to get rid of. So I'm gonna take this away now. And it is done. So as you can kind of see from over here, it looks really nice at this distance, by the way. It's just a nice like effect. I went ahead and finished the pathway, did a bit more detail work on the side of the mountain here, and I'm really happy with how it came out. So I'm going to fly on up using my Elytra launcher, and then we can kind of take a closer look at what I've done for my winter project. Ooh, getting a bit of a glimpse of it there. Let's go for landing on this side. So, oh, look at that nice kind of like snowy ice archway. I connected the two peaks here together, as you can tell. I made it really thin, but there is actually a walkway there, and the staircase is also all done, and it's obviously copying the same kind of design I was showing off earlier with my own kind of customization, so it is a little bit different, but it turned out really good. Just look at it. Even from this side, you won't really look at it too much from this side, but it looks really nice. And over here, if you're wondering what this is Ophir's Cave that I mentioned before. He was working on it, and I think he's almost done it. I like this little like hidden pathway, by the way, he made down here. It shows off just like the underneath the snow farm kind of thing. There's no real reason to go here, but it's a nice effect. Proceed with caution. So this is supposed to be kind of like a Hoth-style cave from Star Wars. I think he's been playing a lot of like Battlefront and all that other stuff. So it looks really nice. I like what he did with the stained glass, the white ones. It's supposed to be kind of like ice crystals or icicles and stuff like that. I like how you can even see into my pathway. And oh, I guess he's not done yet. But yeah, let's head on back over to the actual staircase, and I can kind of show you how the path is. Took me quite a bit of while to work out all the details for this thing, but it looks really good. There's a little like pedestal. So yeah, so the staircase starts here. The framing and layout is exactly like I showed you before. Also have a bit of like color and detail with flowers and stuff like that. So basically it's a one wide staircase. You kind of just have to be careful going up, just kind of going back and forth, and we are at the top. So if it might be a little bit hard to see, but it's basically doing the exact same effect the other one did. I shouldn't have put the leaves there. I should have shown it off earlier. It's hard to make out, but basically it wraps around the mountain where the other one would be kind of like an opposite V shape. But it works. And then this pathway over here is also done. I've just made it basically as thin as I could using quartz slabs as like the walkway. And then you can just get on all the way up to the top over here. And I also did a bit more detail work. I added some more ice. What else did I do? Oh, yes, on this side here, it's hard to see up here, but I also added a bit of the leaves. I figured for the most part, this side is kind of more on the natural side, especially since this part over here is just going to stay dirt. I'm not going to change this to snow, so the leaves just add that little bit of extra detail for the mountain, so it's not so bland. But all in all, this is going to mark the end of the winter project, and my elytra did not go off. But it's been a lot of work, and we'll maybe come back to it next year. Well, 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 look at that thing down in Spawn. It's Christmas time! Whoosh! Oh, I cut out a bit there. So yeah, GT's been working on some stuff in Spawn. I think I mentioned it when I recorded the other part. I'm not sick anymore, which is, nice. And he kind of set up this whole tree thing here in Spawn. With the flower that was here before, it kind of pushed it upward. It looks amazing. I really love what he did with like the slime and the mix it with like the stained glass, the green one. It looks amazing. He mixed, I think it looks like regular green stained glass and then lime stained glass, and it looks really good. He also has these presents set up down here for anyone, only open at Christmas time. He said that we could take any of the presents, so obviously we gotta go with the purple one because it's purple. What else do you need to know? Of course I'm going to choose this one. So yeah, thank you, GT. Let's see what he got us for Christmas. Ooh, is there another chest? Nope, it's just a tall one. And oh, sweet shulker boxes. It's purple too. So yeah, I mentioned before that this just made the snow farm so much easier, and I really wanted to get some, I want to get my hands on some as well. And now I have some. Thank you very much, GT. I love it.